Imagine a dynamite with a really long fuse. Now, as I light the fuse, you're going to watch the fuse burn off. But as you watch the fuse slowly inch its way, you get bored and think, maybe I can speed it up a little. You watch the fuse being blackened and shortened by the ever-progressing sparks. And just when you begin to drift off in a state of confidence that this isn't going to go any further, the dynamite explodes. Joker, in many aspects, is like the dynamite, but with a long fuse that may leave you waiting and waiting and waiting until finally we get to the message and it blows up in your face. The story is about Arthur Fleck and his confrontations with the society that oppresses him and turns him eventually into the Joker. I won't be going into many details as to how that happens, but it's like the most perfect villain origin story that I've ever witnessed. It is just narratively so tight and packed that you wouldn't even notice that these are all the messages that are crammed into its short 2-hour runtime, which is amazing. I won't be talking about the acting so much because given Joaquin Phoenix is great as an actor, I won't be talking about the direction anymore. Todd Phillips from The Hangover is an amazing director. I thoroughly love The Hangover. Joker is, I think, one of his personal triumphs, and it shows. I won't even be talking about the cinematography, which is so gorgeous to look at. And that's the disturbing thing about this movie, the beautiful cinematography being merged with the violent visuals and the thoroughly disturbing transition from Arthur Fleck to the Joker. It's just marvelous. However, I do want to highlight some key issues that are talked about here in this movie because I think it mixes a lot of things that are prevalent. Number 1, mental illness. 2, class warfare. And 3, terrorism. The first one, mental illness, is very obvious because Arthur Fleck is a mentally disturbed individual with an even deeper traumatic past that is revealed in the movie, which I won't spoil here. And it really just highlights the difference between the mentally ill and those people that are around him and how they perceive the illness. It's really disturbing to watch, but intriguing nonetheless, which is, I don't know, it feels wrong to be enjoying seeing his transition. I don't know. And then we have the class warfare. This one is more prevalent. The rich in this movie are portrayed as upperclassmen with suits and, you know, just all the fancy bells and whistles. And the poor are literally reduced to being clowns. Like actual, literal clowns in this movie. And speaking of the terrorism, the third thing with this movie, the terrorism is there. The message of terrorism is quite disturbing because it really paints the poor as terrorists, but they're not. I personally think that the terrorism aspect of this movie, the reason why many people are urging other people not to watch it, is because of the terrorism aspects of the movie, and some people are afraid that if you watch it, you'll become a terrorist yourself, which is kind of absurd. The message, as I mentioned a while ago, is so explosive that it will literally blow up. And before you know it, you've been affected on the same level as everybody in the movie has been. And, well, there's no looking back. If I were to give some criticism, it has to go to the pacing. The pacing is a little slow, you know, but I think the pacing is necessary because it really serves to highlight the character of Arthur as a mentally disturbed individual who has to make do with what he has. So yeah, all in all, Joker 2019 is an amazing movie. It highlights so many things about the world we live in today. So I'm gonna give Joker a 4 out of 5. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video again. I know it's like a rushed video. I just decided to watch Joker last, I don't know, Thursday. I watched it with my brother today and it was so worth it. It was so worth it. If you've already watched Joker, please let me know what you think about the movie. Just comment down below and leave a like on this video if you liked it, and subs if you loved it. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.